And the stock that I choose to short today is ARM. Check this out, guys. Totally joking with you guys, but ARM reported earnings yesterday. It gapped up. I think it gapped up like 30%. It got brought to my attention yesterday after the market closed. I was paying attention to it, and this thing began to rip up to a point where it hit highs of 60 or 63%. Let me explain, like, this thing is super volatile. It's super risky. This thing can go to 60, 70, 80, maybe 100% ROI, right? Great. I love shorting overbought companies, and it is beginning to slow down. And I just wanted to make this video for the before and after and to see if we do get that break below the EMA. I announced it to my LPP team already. I plan to short it with 100 shares. That's about like $11,000, which, if you know anything about the amount that I trade with, it's a very minute dollar amount. I think that if anything comes at a greater form of risk, you have to respect it, and you respect it with your position size. I took a short position during our live trading session today of 10 shares, like, just to show like how much of a joke in a sense it was of taking that position. But it was really cool because when I took the position, it began pulling on back, and I made like 4% on the trade. And 4% is a lot, right? But obviously with 10 shares, it's not a lot of money. But nonetheless, I thought that I would bring this to your guys' attention, not because I think that you guys should do it, but I wanted to show the before and after. This thing, volume is already beginning to die out. It's beginning to trade sideways. We're seeing a lot more red than what we were from when the market first opened. There's a lot of hype, a lot of direction in its favor. Now it's beginning to slow down. I'm waiting for the break below the EMA, showing more signs of selling pressure, getting that confirmation. And then if so, then I'll add those 100 shares short, and I'd love to follow up with it. If I make a few $100, if I lose a few $100, so be it, right? Just thought that I would bring this to your guys' attention. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about is NASDAQ has not been making any signs of progress. I mean, yesterday was a very boring day. We pretty much just traded sideways, and I feel like we're setting up for the same thing right now, which is quite surprising because NASDAQ, as of right now, is the one that's selling off. But if you look at Apple itself is showing a lot of selling pressure. NASDAQ is consolidating, not selling off, but Apple is showing a lot of selling pressure. And if you look at this on the longer time frames, Apple looks like it's getting ready to see another leg down. Do you see this rejection that we see on the moving average? Just want to make sure that you're aware. If we do get that confirmation and progress on the downside, you can't be surprised if this thing begins to sell off to lows of 179 once again. And if Apple continues to sell off, it most likely will bring the rest of the market down with it. Amazon is doing quite a good job. It's still holding up here, but it's very overbought. Meta was seeing some signs of selling pressure, but not really, right? This is the one thing that we talked about. Like, last week was a super exciting week for the market. We had all of big tech reporting earnings. This week, it's kind of a slow week for most of big tech. You can see that Meta's kind of just consolidating up here, trading sideways. Even if it is in the red or even if it is in the green, it's not very significant. Almost margins that are not even worth trading. So because of that, I wanted to bring that to your attention so you focus more on quality over quantity, right? The number of trades that you choose to take on a given week should be based off of the opportunities that are actually presenting themselves, not just feeling forced to take a trade just because you can every single day. I think this is really what is encouraging me to kind of just have some fun with ARM today, because market is so slow that I'm okay with sitting out from what the NASDAQ market is mainly doing. Even Tesla is in the green, but it's up 0.76%, not very significant. Now, this one's kind of fun, right? I'm respecting it with the position size. There's huge opportunity for potential downside, and I feel like a lot of people are expecting this thing, or a lot of people, let's be honest, are buying into this at very overbought levels, thinking that it's going to continue to run, that have no idea what they're doing, right? It's only a matter of time for when this thing does end up correcting itself as it's overhyped up, that it pulls on back, and then that's where we can make a few bucks. It's unfortunate for those that don't know how to trade, but again, that's what we talk about. You need to learn how to walk before you run, and learning how to trade on these more aggressive moving stocks, at least in my opinion, is never the move. So excited to follow up and keep you guys up to date. And you guys let me know down in the comment section, do you think it's absolutely insane that I'm choosing to take a 100 share short position at the break below the EMA on something like ARM because of the huge downside potential? Or Do you think that it makes sense? And I'm doing it in a way that actually makes sense by managing my position size. So let me know down in the comment section. Again, I would also love to invite you tomorrow at the TechBuds HQ at 1 p.m. We're going to be celebrating the winner for the Tesla Model 3 giveaway. So we announced the winner. We're flying out the winner tomorrow. He's going to be there at the office in Chandler, Arizona at 1 p.m. Would love to see you there. If you happen to find yourself in Arizona or you happen to have time, feel free to stop on by. We're going to be there from 1 to 3, so it's a 2-hour long, just little celebration. And we're really there just to celebrate the winner of the Tesla Model 3 and to also reveal the new car that we're going to be giving away. And that's all going to be done in those 2 hours. So I hope to see you there. And if you plan to join us, shoot me a DM via Discord or Instagram, which is all linked in the description down below. And if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow when the market opens, that's that second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.